Hi, everybody. I'm going to talk to you about Hedgehog Street. So there's my little promotional plug. And it's a bit of a prickly problem. That's if your name is Erinaceus europaeus, otherwise known as the humble, iconic, but hugely threatened hedgehog. Some of you may know that it's a UK Biodiversity Action Plan species, but it actually is a campaign which we launched about 16 months ago, and it's a partnership between the People's Trust for Endangered Species, which is a wildlife charity whose focus is mammals in the UK, and they deliver their work through a range of funding research, education and outreach, community engagement, public participation surveys, and the British Hedgehog Preservation Society, which is a charity, a single-issue charity, who actually look after caring for hedgehogs, sick hedgehogs, sort of thing. So what were we trying to communicate by the campaign? Well, firstly, we wanted to raise awareness of that decline. So a few facts: 25% decline over the last 10 years, and in some parts of the UK, up to 50%. But we also wanted people to understand what the reasons were for it. So it's about education. So fragmentation of habitat, disappearing field margins, hedgerow loss, use of pesticides. But it's also an urban and rural problem. And I like to think of it in a way as being a problem of what we call locked-in garden syndrome. I'm a great gardener, but a lot of people actually, I think, have that obsession with paving over their gardens or creating decking or having kind of boundaries. And that's a problem for a hedgehog who needs to travel a mile a night in order to actually find food and mates. And we have 15 million gardens in the UK, so even if a small proportion of those people came and joined Hedgehog Street, we'd be creating some fantastic... It's a sort of neighbourhood watch scheme for hedgehogs. And what's good for hedgehogs is good for other wildlife. But it does require practical action. So, So all campaigns have to have legs, and the legs we have are starting with some research. So first thing we wanted to do was benchmark it. So we looked at a number of different wildlife surveys, including people's PTES, Mammals on Roads, but also partners like the RSPB and their great Big Garden Birdwatch, to get data together to say, what is the state of Britain's hedgehogs? And that was a report. As I say, in June of last year, we launched Hedgehog Street, which is a public participation campaign. We're also supporting academic research at Oxford, Nottingham Trent University, Reading and Bristol universities to answer some of the unanswered questions about why hedgehogs are in such a dire state. But most of it, and you would expect this from a PR person like myself, is education via the media and via social media. And so my question, in a sense, has it worked? And I put here some of the measures where we feel in 16 months we've actually created a huge sort of head of steam behind it. So that's just a few ideas. One of the things that's really been fascinating for the two charities is the power of television, and it's been one of our most successful campaigns. And you can see there that we've had, it seems to be a sort of insatiable desire to hear about hedgehogs via Springwatch, who helped us launch it, the One Show, Blue Peter, Countryfile. And what's amazing is, in an earlier slide, I said our ambition was to get 5,000 people in the UK to take part and become hedgehog champions. To date, we have over 23,000 people. But of course, it isn't just about public participation and education. It's also about what difference does it make to the environment. And so here I've actually put some of the things that we've done. Now, you would expect from a PR person that might talk about the party side of things, but it is obviously a great way of getting people in communities to join up. So that's been an important element. But obviously, these are just some of the measures that we use to say, has it been a success? And that's where we end. So my message to you is, if you're not a hedgehog champion, why not? Come and join us. Thank you.